How's it going? My name is Zach Van Meer. I am in your class. This is my fourth speech for Professor Montrey. I'm kind of in a bind here because I am actually the only one at my house right now, and I don't really know anybody around here. And my family's out of town, so I don't really have an audience. But I'm still gonna do my persuasive speech, and hopefully it won't hurt my grade too bad. Um, First off, I'm going to do my speech on why the death penalty should be outlawed in this country and what are the cons of having it. So first off, the first major con of having the death penalty is how much it costs. I mean, an average trial can cost up to like 5 times more than a regular trial, a capital punishment trial. It's a whole different thing. You have sets of appeals. I mean, it just costs a lot of money. A report from the New York Times in 2007 actually said that a person that is convicted to capital punishment is is something about $5 million, I think, more. But a person that is, if you were only sentenced to say life in prison without parole, they are average maybe 50 grand a year, and they said the average person of a prisoner in jail is 30 years at the most. Which, when you equal that out, it doesn't match at all. I mean, you would definitely not want to go the capital punishment way. Now, the second reason I would definitely say that we need to do away with capital punishment is because it's wrong. I mean, yes, a lot of crimes, as they say, happen in the heat of passion, which means that basically the person was not thinking their right thoughts. They were just acting on emotions and basically, meaning it's not themselves. So how can you judge somebody on their emotions that they don't usually feel when something happens? I mean, it's just immoral. I don't really think that you should have it's pay with your life when maybe some half the time there's an accidental murder and it's turned into a capital punishment. But I mean, it's not Hammurabi's law here. It's not eye for an eye. We have rules of law. I mean, life in prison without parole is just as good. You're off the streets, out of the community. I mean, what else can you bargain for? Now, the third reason I do believe that capital punishment should be outlawed is just because, I mean, actually, hold on, sorry about that. Uh, Capital punishment needs to be outlawed because it's costing way too much money. Uh, half the prisoners that go to capital punishment trial get life with parole anyway. So I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, we're going to pay $5 million to try this person, and when we don't convict him, we're still going to pay 50 grand a year to house him and make sure he lives comfortably. I just I don't agree with having capital punishment in our system because really, that's what prison is for. Now, it's some other ways of solving this problem, of maybe not overpacking our prisons, because I know that's an issue with capital punishment, is maybe decriminalize some activities such as maybe uh, marijuana, some betting laws, just stuff like that. I mean, you could easily turn and tax marijuana and make it like a cigarette and sell it like that. But back to capital punishment, it's wrong. It shouldn't be allowed in the United States. It's been going on for ever since we can remember, since history and law has been recorded. But I think it's time to go, and like Barack Obama said, it's time for change. We need a new direction, and we need to realize that killing somebody, taking some person's life, is no way in payment to having a family that's lost a life. Because you can even ask people that have seen, I mean, people that have been put to death, what kind of repayment is that? Okay, that person's dead. That's not going to bring your daughter, your son, or whoever person is close to you back from the dead. They're still dead. But do you really think? I mean, there are circumstances. Yes, there are really bad people that are murderers. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, do you really think that, say, a person, it just happens to do it in like they said, a heat of passion? Do you really think that person? I mean, it's a mistake. Deserves to go and be murdered, basically by the state, and I really don't think that's right. And really persuade you, and hopefully I have persuaded you to help me fight against capital punishment. So this has been Zach Vermeer reporting for Mr. Montrey's speech class at Brevard County Community College. Thank you. It's been great.